Gem Mint here with another statue. Oh, that must be FedEx. Can finally get this penguin statue out of here. Hey, FedEx, right?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I am FedEx, and I'm here for a package pickup.
Finally, man, these things take up crazy space.
Oh, I hear you, Holmes. They always say space is an issue. Hope you just got that one, though.
There's one more.
Damn, another one? Man, y'all killing my back. I'm gonna have to get old Bane to give me a chiropractic treatment, am I right? All right, so I got you all signed in. I'll get these up on the truck, and I'll get them shipped out for you. You have a great day, sir.
All right, man, thanks again. And that kind of looked like... Nah.
It's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And let's make one thing perfectly clear right off the bat. Don't tell Jim Mint I have this. No, with all kidding aside, look at this, guys. Look at what we have here. We have the incredible Penguin from XM Studios, of course, part of their incredible Samurai line. And even cooler than that, this is the very first time that I've ever had an XM piece inside the Batcave. How cool is this? I am blown away by the quality. I am blown away by the detail. Now, what you're looking at right here is simply the prototype. What you're actually going to get might be a little bit different and probably even better than what we're seeing here. Of course, I didn't have the regular box or the regular styrofoam, so things might change a little bit. But this will give you a perfect idea of basically what you're going to be getting in hand when you get this, because this thing is just absolutely blowing my mind. It's massive, it's awesome, and we have a high-end quality penguin piece right here for the very first time. It's so awesome and refreshing to see a penguin in the market, and again, I tip my hat to XM Studios for executing this with near perfection. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I cannot believe the amount of texturing, the amount of detailing on this piece. It is just really blowing my mind. And again, the fact that this is the very first XM piece to ever be in the Batcave, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys, it is not going to be the last. I cannot wait to add some of these pieces to my collection. I absolutely love this thing. It is absolutely incredible. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all sorts of close-ups. I'm going to show you individual close-ups. I'm going to show you close-ups of the actual statue in a review form. And again, I just can't wait to show this to you. So without further ado, let's roll it. Alright guys, so here we go, and just look at this. Look how good it looks. I am just blown away by the amount of detail here from XM Studios. My jaw is literally on the floor here as we're looking at this. It is just so well done. And keep in mind, this is just the freaking prototype. Imagine what the finished product's going to look like. It's going to be even better. I can't stress enough that this is just the prototype, and I'm just so happy for collectors that are going to be getting this version in. It is just going to blow your mind. Let's go ahead and dive deep here on the actual statue and the base itself. And we're going to start right here with the rockwork. As you can see, beautiful rockwork underneath with some grays. That looks fantastic to me. The snow, it just looks okay. Snow is very, very difficult to capture. And again, if you're focused just on snow, you have a problem. You need to focus on the rest of the statue. One thing I will say here is the blue elements are just incredible. Those blue undertones, they just look so good here. And I definitely tip my hat to XM here for what they're doing. It just looks absolutely fantastic. But again, we're not going to focus on the snow. We're going to focus on all the details here. Look at these twigs. Look at these trees coming out of the base with the snow. Again, it helps tell that story, which is just incredible. And again, this wicker basket is fully sculpted, guys. But it looks so real. It looks so good. And of course, it does have those fish. And again, this is a prototype, so the wicks are actually missing on this. Somewhere along the road, they were taken off or fell off. But basically, you will be getting the wicks coming out of those dynamite sticks, so don't worry about that. But I love the fish story. The fish going all the way around. It's just really well done. And we'll see some more here in just a second. But let's go ahead and spin around here. And let's look at this incredible box. You can see the red and the gold color. Just really intricate. Absolutely beautiful. I love how scary that looks. Very, very cool. Then, of course, we have this sculpted pillow, which holds the diamond, but you can really see the texturing on this pillow. Looks really, really good. This diamond, of course, you can have a red one and a blue one, depending on what kind of story you want to tell. I personally like the clear one just a little bit better because it does capture the light, and I really think that looks really nice. But again, this box is just absolutely incredible to me. I think it's really well done. Okay, so you guys probably noticed this right here. This, of course, reminds me of the Danny DeVito penguin with the rockets and the penguin. I just think that's a really nice nod. And, of course, you're going to see some other rockets throughout this piece, which we'll show you here in just a moment. But let me go ahead and just kind of spin around the base here. You're going to see that rock work, again, looks really, really good. And I do want you to notice the snow kind of hanging down off the back. I think that looks really, really nice. Again, you see the blue undertones, especially like, you just really see it, and that really adds to some of the realism there, which I think looks really, really good. So I'm very impressed overall with what I'm seeing from the base, but again, let's focus on all the details of everything else. So here we have one of the penguins. We just talked about them, and how fun is this? These guys are massive. Like, I don't know if you could just tell, but like they are massive how big these penguins are. And of course, they do have some really nice elements in there. You can see the rockets in his backpack, which is a lot of fun. Of course, it's got the hat. It's just everything about it looks so good. It's just really fun, really fun. Okay. So let's take a look at this penguin then. So this one is, kind of serving up maybe some sake, I think probably. It just looks really, really great. And again, these are big pieces. This is the smallest of them for sure. The other ones are probably emperor penguins. But again, you have those fish with the dynamite sticks. And those you can kind of pose however you want. It's really up to you, but they look so good. And again, those are the ones with the wicks, so you can kind of see what those wicks look like. But how cool is that with the backpack and the fish sticking out? I just think it looks so good. And then last but not least, we have this one right here, which is really great as well. And this one has a little bit more detail on the hat, as you can see. That looks really great there, in my opinion. And sorry, let me make sure it's in focus for you guys. There we go. And then you can see the dynamite out the back, the firecrackers. Just really great, right? It's so fun. So cool. Okay, so let's just dive right into this thing. This thing, the back of this base, look at the detail. I mean, come on. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that on a statue. This is fine art. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. This is fine art in its finest. I'm just blown away. The little penguins there, just the little touches of gold against the brown. It just looks so rich. It looks so elegant. Obviously the penguin here is a wealthy man, and it just looks so good. I just cannot believe the level of detail here. Then of course these do come off here, so if you want to make it a little bit more narrow, you can take these off of the base, which is a really nice touch. But again, look at the detail. Look at the wood. Obviously this is something that somebody would carry him around in. But I mean, just look at the detail in here. Look at the pounded metal. Just really impressive. And then of course, if you actually look at the sides, you're going to see that detail continue, but then also you see these wood slats up here, these beautifully sculpted. These are sculpted, guys. Absolutely fantastic. These little cords. And I love the purple. The purple is a really nice pop of color against the gold and the brown. I just think it's really, really well done. And of course, it is there on the side and on this side as well. So it does continue on both, but it just does look really, really good in my opinion. Love the texturing. And then as we actually go to the top, you're gonna see this little arc here. It's got the little birds on top. And I just think that this is so well done. I just love it. There's just the paintwork is so clean, so crisp. And I don't think I've ever seen such detail in anything that I've had in this room. And believe me, I have a lot of amazing pieces in this room, but gosh, that is art. I mean, that is just absolutely pure art there. We'll take a peek in here, and I will show you all these in even more greater detail here, but I did want to show you the back of his jacket. It's just really fun. It does have some extra umbrellas in here, as you can see, and it does have, of course, his more modern umbrella, and again, I'll show you that close up, his modern penguin hat, and some other things inside there, some trunks. briefcases. There's just some more modern kind of a hidden nod there with what you're going to get. But I just absolutely love this. Okay, so let's start focusing a little bit on the Penguin himself. So here you can see the incredible sculpted socks here with those thongs that he has on. Absolutely fantastic. You can see the kind of the grit and dirtiness of those socks, but that looks really good in my opinion. And then as we actually go up the actual costume of him, look at the texturing here. I mean, it's just incredible. The purples, the golds, it just looks so good. And the texturing continues on throughout. Obviously, he is a rather large man, as you could see, and you can see kind of the folds underneath his costume and his robe, his coat. But the purples, the way the gold pops off of this is really amazing. And this, of course, is just one pose. You see his hand with the pinky ring and the umbrella. So this is just kind of one look you have. I also have him holding his katana blade. So if we spin this around, you can see that he's got his katana blade kind of hidden under there. And that looks really good as well. There's a couple other swap outs that I will show you with a gun. And there's also an option with a fan, and I'll show you that here in just a moment. But I do want to highlight again, look at the detailing here on the side. Again, it's all very reminiscent of the rest of the statue. There's nowhere where there's not detail. It's just, again, incredible. The texturing here is just second to none. I want to highlight the collar here, that kind of that faux, fuzz that he has all around him to keep him warm. And again, this is fully sculpted. This is fully sculpted. And it just looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I absolutely love it. The gold and the black shine very nicely on the gloves. And I love that little pinky ring again. That is a kind of a real diamond look. And it does again match that diamond down below. So again, attention to detail is just outstanding. So I love that. And again, I love that that faux wool looking thing. It just looks so good around his neck. Okay. So let's focus now on this face sculpt. So this is one of 3 face sculpts. This is maybe kind of somewhere in the middle of a traditional penguin sculpt, but this is my favorite one. I absolutely love this one. You can see the deviousness in his eyes. It's just very, very good. And I think that it's beautifully sculpted. You can really see all of the folds underneath his neck. He also does have this real chain that helps kind of hide some of the seam line a little bit, but really I don't feel like it's very noticeable at all. But it does kind of show that he is a rich man by having that gold around his neck. The eyes are very well shaded. His teeth look great. You can see kind of the streak of gray in his hair. And again, it is a bit of a samurai nod here, just a nice subtle touch with the bun in the back. Of course, his very long nose, which looks good. But I mean, just look at this, guys. Look how good this looks. It is just really, really phenomenal what I'm seeing here. It's just very, very well done. You see the extra umbrella hanging off there, back there. And then, of course, you can also put that other large umbrella back there as well. And I'll show you that in greater detail here in just a moment. But again, just look at this thing. It is absolutely incredible. He looks great. Everything about this thing is just top notch. So much detail. There's just so much going on. And again, it's just a beautiful amount of storytelling going on in this piece, which is just so much fun. It's just so much fun to see everything that's going on. And it's so nice to have a penguin finally in the market. The high-end penguin is it's been sought after for a long time and wanted for a long time. And I'm just really excited for the collectors to get an opportunity. So anyway, this is one of the head sculpts. Let me go ahead and swap it out to the next one so you can see it. All right, so here you can see I did swap it out a little bit. I have the traditional fan here with that other hand, and that looks really good, very traditional looking. And then, of course, the actual samurai looking mask, which again is just really, really well done. It does cover most of his face, so it doesn't necessarily look as penguin-y to me. But of course, if you do a side profile, you have that long beak. And it does really capture him. It doesn't have the monocle, but it does have the teeth grinning and gritting. And of course his hair all kind of back and parted. So this is a really cool look. And again, if you really like that display of all the samurai looks, this is probably how you're going to do it. Of course, I still have him with the katana blade back there holding that blade. And so I do think that looks really good. again, with the gold chain around his neck. But again, I just want to give you kind of a close-up look here, again, because I do think that it looks very, very good. But again, it's not my favorite of the three, but I do think it's well painted. And again, it is that more traditional samurai look. But again, let me kind of pan back here so you can see what that looks like. And now let me swap out that last head sculpt and the other gun swap out. All right, guys, so I have one more swap out here, and check out this face. It is absolutely fantastic. This, of course, is probably the more traditional penguin look. It's got that monocle with the chain. Look at all those chins. Oh, my Lord, what has he been eating? Apparently everything, but he looks really, really good there. And let me kind of show you the two faces kind of side by side. So they do look very good. Again, I do think I prefer this one a little bit over that one, but it is very, very good, and it does add a different element for sure. And then, of course, I added the hand with the pistol, so if you wanted kind of a more modern look. I also did the katana in his hand. Again, you can put that umbrella or the katana kind of however you want to pose it, but this is just another way to pose him, and I do feel like that is also a great look. But again, I do prefer that other head just a little bit better. This one probably second, and then probably the samurai head. But you can't go wrong with any of them. They're all going to be, perfectly penguin. Again, you can really see that side profile of that nose. It's just very, very good. And the paint looks really great. The colors on him look very, very good. And again, if you're looking at the color of the skin, just very well done. Some purple undertones, some pink undertones. They just both look really good, don't you think? All right, I just am blown away by all these different swap outs. I think they all look great. I'm going to show you real quick, I think, my favorite combination here in just a second. All right, guys, so this is the look that I love. I'm going to start with it and end with it here. I absolutely love this head sculpt. I think it's really well done. I love the umbrella in his hand. I love the katana blade. Of course, the guns are cool. I just don't feel like they necessarily fit the time period as well as these do. And again, it's just such a cool statue, guys. It is just so well done. And there's just so many details. It is really incredible, and it's massive. A really big piece. It's going to be approximately 27 inches tall, 29 inches wide, 17 inches deep. So it's going to take up some room in your collection, but my God, what an impact it's going to make. It is just absolutely well done. And it's so cool, again, to see an XM piece in this room. I am just so blown away by the quality and the craftsmanship. I'm so blown away by the level of detail, the paintwork. Everything is so crisp and clean. Oh my gosh, I really love this thing. And again, how could you love that face? But I do. I love that face. It's just really, really incredible. XM did a fantastic job here. So I want to give you some close-ups of just some of the individual parts because sometimes the statues kind of hide some of those little things. So I do want to share that with you so you can see all of those. And then we'll wrap it up. But again, I just absolutely love this thing. It is incredible. All right, guys, so now let's take a look at some of these close-ups here. And we have the first face sculpt here. And again, this is that traditional sculpt, but just look how good that looks. The teeth look amazing. The hair, the monocle with the actual chain, it looks so good. And again, you can just really see all of those, the neck folds there. The hair looks really well sculpted. The black with the white. Just looks really, really fun there. And again, it's just a great head sculpt. Really, really fun. Next up then, of course, we have the more traditional mask, and again, it just looks so fantastic. I love the teeth gritting beneath. I think that looks good. The red eyes you can see peering through the mask. Again, that traditional looking mask, it just looks really good. You still have the neck folds. You still have the hair, kind of a little bit more of a receding hairline there, as you can see, but it just looks really great, don't you think? I'm just really blown away by how this one looks. Again, it's not my favorite of the three, but I do get it. I think it looks very good. It's very well painted, and it's, again, that traditional samurai mask look. It looks really, really good. All right, guys, so then last but not least, we have this one. Look at this. This is my favorite by far. Look at the eyes. Look at the red. Look at the teeth. This one just feels like it's more realistic to me and more penguin to me. The hair looks incredible, as you can see. The nice black and white, very well molded, very well sculpted. Just look at that. It looks so good. Look at the neck folds. Ugh. Just so grimy. It looks so good. But again, this is my favorite one. I just don't think you can go wrong with either this one or the other two. They all look good, but this one is the most penguin to me. So here we have some detail on the actual fan itself. You can see the actual wand. Look how intricate it is. It's just absolutely beautiful. And of course his hand sculpt there looks really good as well. But just really phenomenal detail. And again, just look at that. It looks really, really nice. Love the attention to detail. We also have this gun, which I didn't really feature in the review too much. I don't really know for sure where it belongs, but it is kind of that traditional like flintlock pistol, like that old school flintlock pistol. I think it looks really good. Again, the detail here is really nice. Again, I just don't feel like it's necessarily appropriate for the time period. But I just think the swords and everything else look better. But this is a really fun piece here with this little pistol. And speaking of pistols, we do have this one here as well. You can take this off out of his hand if you wish, so it's really kind of up to you. But again, this is just another look that you get, but I do think that looks good. And again, this is really well done. Shiny black gloves, but I just think that looks really nice. Next up, we have the umbrellas. They look really good. Again, very well sculpted. It looks very realistic. Kind of that open fan, that traditional. I mean, look at the detailing there. Just really great. The colors, everything's so crisp and clean. And the hand that holds that umbrella is this one right here. It does have that pinky ring, which looks really great. Just a lot of great detail there. I just love how crisp and clean everything looks. Just really outstanding. Just wanted to show you how big this is in my hand. Like, it is big. These penguins, they're just really massive, and they're just so well done. But I just had to show you that because I thought you would want to see it, just kind of get an idea of how big this piece really truly is. But really cool, right? Just so cool. We also have a more traditional modern looking umbrella. Again, this kind of hides in the background a little bit, but I do like the purple, and I feel like this is very, very well sculpted. And again, this is exactly what I think of with a modern penguin. But I think that looks really nice, don't you think? Looks very well sculpted, and it looks like you can open it and protect yourself on a rainy day. So you also have these elements that are kind of hidden by the inside. You have the modern top hat, you have this awesome safe right here, and then this more modern looking briefcase, which is really, really cool. I love the little hat. And again, it's hidden because it doesn't necessarily fit the time period, but it is a nod to the penguin that we all know and love. I just think that's a really cool little touch that they put inside of the base. Here's a little box inside of the base. It's hard to really see, but you can see that there's little gold coins in there. It's just look at the level of detail for something you barely see. And it's just kind of like these little Easter eggs that are inside. But again, that beautiful red with that bright, beautiful gold color, just really insane amount of detail on this thing. A few other things I wanted to show you is just the level of detail here. It just takes your breath away. This is pure art, guys. This is just attention to detail like I've never seen, and it's just such a beautiful piece, again, of just art. But I knew you'd appreciate seeing some of these close-ups. I also want to show you the back of his jacket because it's, again, just incredible detail. One final area of detail that I had to show you is the back of his coat. Again, it's kind of hidden by the back of the statue, but look at that. It's just beautiful. Look at the amount of detail that they put into this thing. This is art in itself, but I knew you guys would probably want to see the back, just because I think it's so awesome. Just really, really fun, really well done. And the big giant umbrella is just really, really well done. Look at that with the koi fish. Isn't that beautiful? This is it's a plastic piece here, so you don't have to worry about it breaking. It's got that really nice dome on the top that looks like pan-punched metal, but it's really not. It's plastic. But just isn't that beautiful? Just adds a nice pop of color to the statue. And again, you can choose to have it as part of the statue or not. It's up to you, but I just thought you would want to see. That's really cool, right? All right, guys, so there you have it. An incredible look at the prototype from XM Studios, of course, of the Samurai Penguin. This is just absolutely blowing my mind, and it's so freaking awesome to finally have this XM Studios piece in my Batcave, and I finally get it. I understand the quality that you're getting from an XM Studios piece. It is just absolutely blowing my mind how amazing and massive this thing is. Is it worth the value? You know, that's a great question. It retails for 1,699 Singapore dollar, which translates roughly to $1,275 USD. Is that affordable? Is that a good price? I'm going to say yes, because look at what you get. You get so much statue, you get so much base, you get so many layers and layers of detail, the paintwork. It's so intricate. And all the different swap outs, of course, that we've talked about. I'm just in awe, folks. I think it's absolutely worth the value that you're going to be bringing home to your collection, and it just makes this giant story impact. There's so much going on, and it tells this awesome story about this crime lord penguin in feudal Japan. It's just absolutely fantastic. And again, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. 27 inches tall, 29 inches wide by approximately 17 inches deep. And of course, you can take off these side pieces, and that'll make it a little shorter in your collection if you're, have issues with space like most of us do. There's also an edition size here of 499, so there's not that many made worldwide. And this is going to be a highly sought after piece, like a lot of this samurai line has been. If you don't get the older pieces, you're going to be paying a tremendous amount in the secondary market. So this is a piece that you should, if you are interested at all, jump on it now, because it's only going to go up in price, I guarantee it. And one reason I know that for a fact is that there are not penguins made on the market. This is the first high-end penguin to be released. So that tells you a lot right there, because penguin is in demand, and this piece, I guarantee you, this will be a very sought after piece for a very long time. So if you're interested, jump on it while you can. And I am just, again, I am in awe here, folks. I absolutely love this thing. I am just so impressed with the level of texturing, level of detail. The paint is just top notch, guys. And the details on this vase, like you just have to see it in person to truly appreciate what you're getting here. But it's just absolutely incredible. And again, I tip my hat to XM Studios. Thank you to XM Studios for letting me show you this today. This is such an honor to be able to do this. And again, I want to give a big thanks and shout out again to, of course, DT-Tube and also Jim Mint for passing the torch here, so we can all have an amazing look at this piece and share it with all of you fine folks out there. It's just absolutely incredible. But I do want to know your thoughts on this piece. What do you guys think? Is this blowing your mind that it's in the Batcave? Are you excited to pick this piece up? Because I truly cannot recommend it enough. And again, this is only the prototype. It's only going to get better from here. And I'm just really just incredibly blown away and in awe and excited about this piece. But again, please let me know your thoughts down below. Are you picking this one up? Are you going to maybe pick it up because of this review? I always love to hear that. And I'm just so excited for you guys. If you pick this one up, I'm so incredibly excited for you, because I hope you can feel it. I hope you can feel it from me right now, because it's just absolutely blowing my mind how awesome this thing is. I've wanted a penguin for a very long time. Will this one end up in my collection? That is a great question. If I had the room, and I might make the room, this would be a day one. I love it. I just think it's awesome, and I can't quit staring at it, and I can't quit talking about it clearly. So I'm going to be quiet now, and I'm just going to leave you to it. But again, just thank you guys so very much for watching today. It's an awesome statue. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend it from the BSC. Okay, great value, great paint, great sculpt, great swap outs. I just absolutely love this thing. It is, I think, my favorite in the Samurai line so far. I just absolutely love it. So anyway, thank you guys so very much. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all. That way you don't miss any of this content. Also considering hitting our join button down below for early access to videos just like this, and also you're part of the Brotherhood of the Bat. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.